LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K22 Universe Mode, and welcome back to Impact Wrestling. We are 1 week removed from Ultimate X, and we are starting the night off with a man who I confirmed in Discord and on the previous Slammiversary 2022 watch-along will be challenging at LS11 Slammiversary in 5 weeks from this Saturday. Samoa Joe set to challenge Swerve Strickland for the Impact World title in 5 weeks' time. We are going to hear from Samoa Joe tonight. He is going to address Swerve Strickland. Impact has been around for 20 years now. 20 years. And in that time, it's been over 15 since I was the Impact World Champion. And I only held that title once, and that, in its own right, is a crime. So you see, after so many years and a strange ride of my Impact World title run, leading to one of the strangest math lessons I've ever heard, and many other things, ninjas, Kevin Nash, all sorts of stuff. It's time for me to reclaim what's rightfully mine. Swerve Strickland says that this is his house. And Swerve Strickland is an incredible athlete, an incredible competitor. Can't take that away from him. But Impact is not Swerve's house. Impact is the house that Samoa Joe built. Swerve Strickland's just paying rent. And I'm going to get my hands on you in 5 weeks' time, Swerve. But I'm going to let you rest easy until then, champ. Because I don't want any excuses. Because in 5 weeks, I'm taking back what's rightfully mine. And Swerve, if you didn't already know, now you know. Strong words from the upcoming challenger and the man that many have claimed will be the next Impact World Champion. But we are going to move into our first bit of action for the night. We have a 6-man tag team match coming up tonight. As out first is Rich Swann on his way to the ring. Rich Swann tried to set his sights on the digital media title just 2 weeks ago. Ended up being attacked by one of the newest major player brand endorsers, Mojo Mutati. And now, Rich Swann tonight is going to be actually teaming up with a pair of Impact Originals in a 6-man tag match against the digital media champion Matt Cardona and 2 of his brand endorsers. So Rich Swann making his way to the ring. Rich Swann is here, and he is going to team up tonight with, as I said, a pair of Impact Originals and 2 men that requested to be in this matchup after the events of Ultimate X. SCU, Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian making their way to the ring. SCU. It was last week at Ultimate X where Christopher Daniels was challenging Matt Cardona for the Digital Media Championship. After Cardona got the win over Daniels, Kazarian came out to confront Cardona and was attacked by the newest brand endorser, Jack Evans, who made his LS11 Impact debut. And now tonight, SCU approaching the ring. They're going to team up with Rich Swann in this 6-man tag team matchup. Let's get it going. As now it's time to start bringing out the brand endorsers. Out first, it's going to be the #1 brand endorser, Joe Hendry, the prestigious one, on his way to the ring. Hendry marching down to the ring. He's been trying to become an actual major player, be part of the actual team with Cardona and Myers. Cardona's told him to keep working at it, and he might get there. You gotta wonder how much of a setback last week was going to be with Hendry losing the Ultimate X match. Joe Hendry has made his way to the ring. Now next, the newest brand endorser, the man we saw at Ultimate X last week, Jack Evans, on his way to the ring. Evans shocked many when he showed up, shocked even more when he aligned himself with Matt Cardona. So Jack Evans makes his way to the ring. And finally, the Impact Digital Media Champion. Excuse me, he would like to be referred to as the Impact Digital Media World Champion, Matt Cardona. Cardona making his way to the ring. Digital Media Champion since Impact Universe started. I believe at this point he's the only person to have held their championship since the start of Impact Universe mode. So therefore he's the longest reigning Impact Universe mode champion. Let that sink in. Matt Cardona. I love Matt Cardona, for those who can't tell. Cardona makes his way to the ring, so Cardona and his brand endorsers taking on Rich Swann and SCU here on our first bit of action for Impact Wrestling. So it's going to be Swann and Hendry starting it off, just like we saw a couple weeks ago. Here we go. Hendry shoves him back. There's a right hand, and again for another one. Rich Swann counters. There's a kick from Swann. Rich Swann springs off the ropes. Drop kick to the back of Hendry, knocking him down. Hendry goes down, and now Rich Swann getting Hendry up to his feet. Rich Swann turns Hendry around, and Swann with Hendry swinging around him into a Hurricane Rana. Takes down the prestigious one. Oh, went for a shooting star. Hendry got the knees up. And now Joe Hendry. There's a right hook. Uppercut. Takes down Rich Swann. Another kick. Knee strike now connects. And Joe Hendry grabbing Rich Swann, getting him back to his feet. Hendry grabs Swann, throws him across the ring into the corner. Right hand to the back. And a shove, knocking him back now, puts him in the corner. Went for a tag. Rich Swann got the counter. And now Swann grabs Hendry. DDT! Swann getting Hendry back up to his feet, and Rich Swann with Joe Hendry. Gets him up again, goes for a suplex. Hendry counters. Hendry! German suplex to Swann, takes him down. And now Joe Hendry gets Rich Swann up to his feet, and Joe Hendry, the prestigious one, throws him off the ropes. Swings through. Neckbreaker to Swann. Tag made now to Jack Evans. Jack Evans, standing shooting star press. And now Jack Evans goes into the corner, springboard, crossbody, takes down Rich Swann. Evans now getting him back to his feet, went for a kick. Swann counters, now Rich Swann grabs him. Rich Swann with Jack Evans into a Spanish fly. Getting back up into a Hurricane Rana now from Swann. And now Rich Swann drags him away from the ropes towards the center of the ring. Into a cover. Rich Swann. 1, 2. Kick out from Evans. Jack Evans gets the shoulder up now. And Swann makes the tag. Kazarian is in. The man that Jack Evans attacked at Ultimate X. Kazarian now grabs onto Evans and slams him head first into the mat. Jack Evans is down, and now Kazarian gets him up. Frankie Kazarian kicks him in the ribs, and a chop now. Jack Evans counters. Jack Evans into a small package. Cover. 1. No. Kazarian kicks out. Evans into a senton. And now Jack Evans for a right hook, got caught. And a reverse. A death drop there from Kazarian into a cover. 1. Hendry making the save for his fellow brand endorser. And Rich Swann, throws Hendry, who collides with the ref. And now Hendry keeping the attention of Kazarian. And allows Jack Evans a chance to try and recover. Kazarian gets him up, though, and Kazarian with Jack Evans up. Looked like he was going to try and throw him out of the ring with a power bomb. Evans counters. Evans popped up into a spine buster from Kazarian. Double tag here. Cardona and Daniels are in. Cardona goes for a double axe handle, gets caught. Daniels with the right hook. Cardona grabs him now, and Cardona with Daniels Off the ropes. Cardona into a spine buster. And Matt Cardona kicks him in the back. And now an elbow drop from Matt Cardona. Goes in the ground and pound, but Daniels turns it over. Daniels punches him in the face repeatedly. Matt Cardona back to his feet. Now double axe handle connects. Matt Cardona now went for a clothesline, rolls over. Went for a DDT to Daniels. And Cardona knocking him back. Matt Cardona pulls him in. And side Russian leg sweep connects. Matt Cardona now going to the top rope. Cardona. Oh! Misses the elbow drop because of Kazarian. And now Kazarian scoops him up. Body slams him onto his arm. Cardona now getting back up to his feet. And Cardona with an uppercut. Cardona. No! A jawbreaker from Kazarian. Cardona kicked in the ribs. Kazarian gets him up. Cardona punches him in the head. Cardona now rolls him through. Cover. Handful of tights. 2. No! Kazarian kicked out. Cardona went for a clothesline. Gets caught. Kazarian throws him towards the corner. Cardona with a kick. Cardona trying to get away from Kaz here. Tag made and Joe Hendry is back in. Here comes the prestigious one. There's a boot to the side of Kazarian's head. Hendry now into the mix-up. Hendry. Whoa. Kazarian ducks the clothesline. Now Kazarian takes him down. And now tag made to Daniels. Christopher Daniels is in. Hendry staggering back to his feet as Daniels grabs onto him. Christopher Daniels. Whoa, Hendry counters. Hendry rolls him through. Cover. 1. No. Daniels kicks out. Now Hendry grabbing Christopher Daniels. Joe Hendry pulls him in for Freak of Nature. Cover. 1, 2. No. Daniels gets the shoulder up. Hendry now getting Christopher Daniels up to his feet. Christopher Daniels catches the prestigious one and throws him into the corner. Daniels with Hendry. Christopher Daniels up to the middle rope now. And Daniels. Whoa. Dragon Sleeper lifting Hendry up into the ropes and drops him down. Hendry goes down and now Daniels tags in Rich Swann. Swann is tagged in. Swann into a cover. 1. No. Hendry kicks out. Hendry now gets kicked. And Swann pulls him in. Right hand to the head. Knocking him down. Rich Swann getting fired up now. And a DDT to Joe Hendry. There's a kick now from Rich Swann. And Joe Hendry back to his feet. Elbow strike connects. Hendry clotheslines him. Hendry now knocking him back, and Hendry gets caught into a Hurricane Rana. Tag made back to Kazarian. Hendry is down. Hendry staggering back to his feet. Kazarian, though, pulling him in. Slams him down. And Kazarian kicks him in the back. Kazarian now turning him over with a kick. Hendry back to his feet. Hendry with an elbow strike. Joe Hendry runs him over. Tag made back to Jack Evans. And now Jack Evans is in. Jack Evans. Oh, went for a shooting star. But Kazarian got his knees up. And now Kazarian grabs Jack Evans. And Kazarian with Jack Evans throws him towards the corner. But Jack Evans. Spine buster from Kazarian. And a tag made back to Rich Swann. As Jack Evans staggers back to his feet. Clothesline takes down Rich Swann. Jack Evans up to the top rope, looking to fly. Oh! Rich Swann got him with double knees out of the air. 1. Hendry making the save. Oh, but Rich Swann takes him down. And Jack Evans tag made to Cardona. And Matt Cardona. Radio silence. Cover. 1. No, it is saved by Kazarian. Cardona dropping Frankie Kazarian now. Wipes out Daniels as well. And now Cardona getting Swann back up to his feet. Matt Cardona pulls him into a small package. 1, 2, no! Cardona tried to wipe out SCU as well, and now Cardona. Oh, double under of DDT. Turns him over now, and Cardona into another cover. 1, 2, it's saved by Daniels this time. Oh, and Joe Hendry wipes out Christopher Daniels. And now Cardona calling Swan back up to his feet. Cardona went for radio silence again. Swan countered. Cardona catches him. Slams him down. Cardona up to the top rope now, and Matt Cardona. Leg drop off the top. Cardona now gets him up to his feet, and Cardona. Radio silence. Connects again. He grabs Daniels. Wipes him out. And now Cardona punches Kazarian in the back, and again. Backstabber to Kazarian. Drop kick to the back of Rich Swann. Cover. 1, 2. Daniels again makes the save. Hey Xander, why do you hate playing 6-man tag matches? And you really want me to do CPU versus CPU? Like I'm not trying to be a dick to the people that want it, but like, real talk for a minute here. If this were CPU versus CPU, no one's gonna stop people from breaking shit up. As Jack Evans now takes down Rich Swann, standing shooting star connects. And now Jack Evans to the top rope. Jack Evans. 630 senton. 1, 2. No! Saved by Kazarian. And now Kazarian trying to fight off everyone. Jack Evans back up to the top rope. Oh, went for an elbow drop. Rich Swann out of the way, and now Swann. DDT. Oh, went for a shooting star. And Jack Evans got his knees up. Jack Evans with a right hook. Went for a clothesline. Rich Swann countered. Rich Swann grabs him. And now Swann throws him towards the corner. Right hand connect. Grabs onto Jack Evans, and Rich Swann. Poison Rana. Jack Evans clotheslines him into the corner, though. Goes for a knee strike. Nobody home. Jack Evans. Pele kick. Back up to the top rope now. Goes Evans. 450 to Swann. 1, 2. It's saved by Daniels this time. Oh, Daniels ducks the attempted clothesline. Christopher Daniels. High-low. Takes down Evans. Tag made to Hendry. Oh, and now Hendry. Elbow to the face of Daniels. Knocks back Swann. Went for a clothesline. Swann ducked it. Hendry gets chopped by Rich Swann. And now Rich Swann. Sunset flip. Takes down Hendry. Swann turning Hendry over into a cover now. Rich Swann. Kick out from Joe Hendry. Rich Swann now tag made back to Kazarian. And Kazarian getting Hendry up to his feet, and Kazarian grabs onto Hendry. Throws him into the corner. Right hand from Hendry. Runs over Kazarian. Hendry now wipes out Swann. Takes out Daniels as well. Clothesline to Kazarian. Into Freak of Nature. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Cardona's brand endorsers score the win over Rich Swann and SCU. Ultimately, Hendry pulls through again and gets Cardona another win. Your winners, Matt Cardona and the brand endorsers. We got plenty more coming up tonight on Impact. Stay tuned, because that was only the beginning. Wait a minute, backstage, that's Brian Myers. Who the hell is walking away from him? Someone just laid Brian Myers out. Well, once we know more on the Brian Myers situation, we'll get back to you. Matt Cardona and the Brand Endorsers just rushed to the back, but we got some singles action in the meantime. As here comes the Influence to the ring. Madison Rayne being accompanied by Tenille Dashwood. With some singles action coming up. Rayne making her way to the ring, representing the Influence. We're really seeing some women's tag teams start to pick up here in LS11 Universe. Almost like there's a whole division coming to the channel for it soon. Weird concept, I know, right? Madison Rayne making her way to the ring, though. So as Rayne makes her way to the ring, she's going to take on the former Knockouts World Champion. She's taking on Deonna Purrazzo. Purrazzo making her way to the ring. She was the first LS11 Knockouts champion. Lost it in that shock appearance by Alexa Bliss a few months ago. She's yet to get a rematch, and we all know. And it's pretty obvious that she really wants that title back. She makes her way to the ring tonight, ready to get another step closer to challenging Alexa Bliss in a rematch for that title. We'll be seeing the Knockouts champion, Alexa Bliss, later tonight, in fact. So Purrazzo makes her way to the ring. The Virtuosa is here. So it is Madison Rayne versus Deonna Purrazzo. Without any further ado, here we go. For a kick, they lock up though. Now Purrazzo takes out the arm immediately. Purrazzo goes for a chop. Elbow strike. Connects. There's a forearm strike. And again, there's a chop now. Purrazzo ties up the leg. And now Purrazzo ties up the leg of Madison Rayne, who staggers. And Purrazzo grabs onto her, and Deonna Purrazzo, attacking the arm again. Might be looking for that Fujiwara armbar early. Double under suplex. Deonna Purrazzo coming out of the gate here right now. Coming unhinged in the early moments of this matchup. We barely even started yet. As now Madison Rayne is down. Purrazzo standing over her. As now Purrazzo pulls her in, and Purrazzo grabs onto Rayne and attacks the arm again. Into the Fujiwara armbar. Pulling back on it. Attempting to take out Rayne, but before she can snap the arm, she lets go. Rayne gets out of the way now. And Madison Rayne, clothesline. Grabs onto her now, and a kick to the back. And an elbow drop. And again. Grabs onto her now, does Madison Rayne, but Purrazzo with a headbutt, taking her down. Purrazzo now pulling back on the arm of Madison Rayne, trying to take her out there. Madison Rayne now getting picked back up to her feet. Purrazzo goes for a kick. Madison Rayne catches her. Madison Rayne with a clothesline. There's a kick taking her down now. And Purrazzo getting picked back up. Back fist from Madison Rayne taking her down. Now Madison Rayne gets Purrazzo back up, kicks her. Firing away now with another kick and a punch to the back for good measure. Getting her back up to her feet now. And Madison Rayne with a clothesline. Knocks Purrazzo down. Madison Rayne now gets the former champion up. There's a kick to the knee. And again. And now Purrazzo grabs onto her, and Deonna Purrazzo puts her in the ropes. And Purrazzo grabs onto her, taking her down, and Purrazzo kicks her in the ribs, taking her down. Deonna Purrazzo grabs onto her, picking her up now, and Purrazzo suplexes her. Purrazzo's got her down, and Deonna Purrazzo grabs onto Rayne, tying up the arm. Armbar is in. Not quite her Fujiwara armbar she typically makes use of, as Madison Rayne gets out of it. And drop kicks her in the back. And a senton for good measure now. Purrazzo now getting picked back up by Madison Rayne, who goes for a kick. And a Purrazzo with an elbow to the knee. Turns her around. Purrazzo. There's the Fujiwara armbar. It's in, but a rope break's going to save Madison Rayne. And Purrazzo's going to drag her away from the ropes now. She'll get that armbar in for about a half second. She turns her over now into a cover. Tended to pin her off of the armbar. I don't think that's going to quite work out. Two. Kick out from Rayne. Madison Rayne is down now, and Deonna Purrazzo standing over her. Purrazzo Going up top. Deonna Purrazzo up top. Oh, went for a leg drop off the top. Madison Rayne out of the way. There's a kick to the ribs. Madison Rayne now another kick. Kicks her now. And Madison Rayne pulls her in. And Northern Lights. Cover. 1, 2. Purrazzo kicks out. Deonna Purrazzo kicks out. And a kick to the back from Madison Rayne. She grabs Purrazzo and picks her up to her feet now. There's a kick to the ribs. Deonna Purrazzo grabs her, and Deonna Purrazzo with Madison Rayne into the corner. Purrazzo now grabs her. Turning her over, upside down in the corner. Purrazzo kicks her on the ribs. And again, putting her boot to her and takes her down. Now Purrazzo saying, we're done here. Purrazzo, here we go. Modified armbar is in now. Madison Rayne trying to escape again. Madison Rayne trying to escape. Both of her arms are in a lot of pain, no doubt, right now. She rolls out of it. Oh, went for a tackle. Deonna Purrazzo shoved her to the ground, though. And now Purrazzo. Oh, an elbow from Rayne. Purrazzo grabs her, though. Purrazzo with a big clothesline taking her down. Deonna Purrazzo now kicks her down. Purrazzo dragging her away from the ropes. Calling her back up to her feet now is Purrazzo. Deonna Purrazzo looking to end it. Purrazzo back into the Fujiwara armbar. But Madison Rayne was able to break out of it immediately there. 1, 2. Kick out from Rayne. She gets back to her feet. She grabs the former champion, rolls her through. Cover. 1, no. There's a kick out. She gets grabbed now by Purrazzo and Deonna Purrazzo. Snapmare coming up the ropes and kicks her in the face. Rayne goes down now. Purrazzo dragging her to the center of the ring. Purrazzo grabs onto her. Madison Rayne now pops back up. Headbutt knocks her to the ground. Getting her back to her feet now. Madison Rayne kicks her in the ribs. Grabs her by the arm now, and Madison Rayne. Knee to the back of the skull. Cover. 1, 2. Purrazzo kicks out. Purrazzo kicks out, and now she sweeps the leg of Madison Rayne. Purrazzo with a kick now, knocking her down. Purrazzo firing back up. Now Purrazzo grabs the arm and pulls the arm back of Madison Rayne. Deonna Purrazzo taking out the arm. And Purrazzo, elbow to the skull. Down goes Madison Rayne. Now into a cover goes Purrazzo. 1, 2. Kick out again from Rayne. There's a kick turning her over. Madison Rayne sweeps the leg. She grabs Purrazzo and gets her back to her feet. Madison Rayne with a kick to the ribs. And Purrazzo grabs onto her, and Purrazzo, attacking the arm again. Working over that arm, and she walks in that arm bar one more time. I think she's got it. Kicks her in the ribs, chopping her now. Firing away on one half of the influence repeatedly here. Madison Rayne with a hip toss, though. Now Rayne with an elbow strike. And another. Getting her back to her feet now is Madison Rayne. There's a kick, connecting. Purrazzo grabs onto her. Deonna Purrazzo attacks the arm again. Trying to get back up. Deonna Purrazzo. Purrazzo. Third time could be lucky here. The Fujiwara armbar is in. Madison Rayne's got nowhere to go. She's going to tap out. Purrazzo gets the win. Deonna Purrazzo gets one step closer to the Knockouts title. That is a big win there for the former champion. Deonna Purrazzo scores the win over Madison Rayne tonight. Big win for Purrazzo. We got plenty more coming up, but apparently what I've been told is that up next, Matt Cardona has something to say to whoever attacked Brian Myers. So we're going to go backstage and catch up with the digital media champion right now. Look, man, I don't know who had the nerve to attack my best friend and tag team partner, Brian Myers, but whoever you are, I don't give a damn. Next week, I'm going to go out to that ring, and you're going to come out and face me like a man. Got it? Nobody attacks my best friend and gets away with it. A serious challenge thrown down by the digital media champion. It appears next week we're going to find out who it was that attacked Brian Myers. But now we got some more singles action for the night here on Impact as Steve Maclin makes his way to the ring. Steve Maclin tonight set for a big singles match is what I've been told. I've not been told who his opponent is, though, as Maclin makes his way to the ring. I always love the one random guy in 2K22. If you have the commentary off during entrances, or you have entrance music off, you can just randomly hear a guy go, "Now we're talking!" I've never talked about that on camera, but I always find that very funny. So Steve Maclin makes his way to the ring. Who is he facing tonight?
Sorry about your
it's Slammiversary season, alright. Because a TNA original, James Storm, is back. James Storm back here on Impact. A man that is no stranger to the LS11 Universe. A man that many know is one of my favorite wrestlers. James Storm is here. James Storm making his way to the ring. Cowboy James Storm slides in. Let's get this match going. Storm is back on Impact. He's facing Steve Maclin one-on-one. It's a battle of old and new right now. Maclin, one of the newer faces around Impact. And Storm, throws a right hand. Maclin gets knocked back, and now Storm for a right hook. Maclin with a forearm. Steve Maclin knocking him back now, and Maclin, this will be a great chance for him to prove himself tonight. He gets out of the way, though. Storm firing away with right hooks. And now James Storm grabs onto him, throws him in the corner. James Storm went for a forearm, nobody home. Went for a clothesline into a German from Cowboy James Storm. Into a leg drop now. Storm getting it back up to his feet. James Storm with a right hook knocks him back, and another forearm strike. And now Maclin firing over a chop. Storm counters. James Storm knocks him back. James Storm throws Steve Maclin in the corner. James Storm with a forearm knocks him down. James Storm springboards into a crossbody. Storm now getting Maclin up to his feet, and James Storm with a right hook. Storm gets him up on his shoulders. James Storm, 8-second ride, connects to Maclin. And now James Storm grabs onto Steve Maclin, throws him across the ring. Off the turnbuckle goes Maclin. Storm now getting him up to his feet, and James Storm went for a hook. Maclin counters. And Steve Maclin grabs him into a Northern Lights. Into a cover now. No. Kick out from James Storm. Now Maclin getting Storm back up to his feet. Steve Maclin. German suplex of his own to James Storm. Storm goes down. Maclin gets him up. Steve Maclin goes for a clothesline. James Storm answers back with a German. Counter for counter there between those two. And now Storm gets him up to his feet, and Storm went for a super kick. Nobody home. James Storm went for it. Steve Maclin countered. Now Maclin with James Storm. James Storm turns it into an arm drag, taking him down. James Storm with a right hook. Super kick. James Storm now drags him away from the ropes. Into a cover on Steve Maclin. 1, 2, 3. James Storm is back, and he gets a win in quick fashion. James Storm scores a big win in quick fashion tonight. Cowboy James Storm is back, and you know he's going to be setting his eyes on gold as soon as he can. That super kick hit hard. Your winner, Cowboy James Storm. He is back and ready to rumble. James Storm with the win. We got plenty more coming up, but we're going to hear from Mustafa Ali up next. 2 weeks ago, in the Battle Royal, I lost. A couple months ago at No Surrender, I lost. Things were supposed to be different, but it's all been the same. I know title opportunities are earned in Impact, not given. Mark my words. I'm going to get another opportunity. I'm going to be champion. All I need is one more match. All I need is one more match. And that will happen. We have some tag team action up next in our second to last match of the night. Oh, I gotta say, I'm a little worried about Mustafa Ali. Those last words sounded a little familiar. Seeing someone else go down a downward spiral and wrestling with those words. But we have tag team action right now on Impact, as here comes the Decay to the ring. Rosemary and Havoc making their way to the ring. So I've answered the question a handful of times, but I'll answer it again because I know a lot of people Impact's one of our more popular shows at this point. A lot of people really like Impact, and I'm glad you guys are loving it. I've admitted, this is my favorite show of the week to record. I genuinely love recording Impact so much more than the rest of the shows. I love recording the rest of the shows, but I love Impact the most. I'll take my check under the table, JJ. Anyways, as I was going to say, I've answered this question a few times. I've mentioned that we have women's tag titles coming. They are coming. They're going to be crowned at WrestleMania this season. And it will, because I'm kind of being made to have it happen. It's going to be WWE first, and then we'll eventually expand to Impact and AEW being involved. But you know the Decay are going to be some of the first that want to throw their names in that ring when that forbidden door opens for those titles. So Decay enter the ring. They're going to be taking on a team that recently got a name. I've yet to update it in the game, but I will tell you they have a name now. Shout out to the people watching the Slammiversary 2022 watch along last night for me, earlier this week for you guys. The Knockouts champion Alexa Bliss and Jordynne Grace together making the team known as Blissful Grace. It was a choice between Graceful Bliss and Blissful Grace, and people chose Blissful Grace. So the Knockouts champion and her enforcer making their way to the ring. Jordynne Grace and Alexa Bliss on their way to the ring. As they enter the ring, we're wondering who Bliss's opponent at Slammiversary is going to be. We know she's going to be defending that title in 5 weeks' time. Just last week, she knocked off Taya Valkyrie, knocked another name off of that list. So we'll see who she's able to face off with at Slammiversary soon. But tonight, it's tag team action as Bliss looks to remain undefeated in Impact Wrestling. So it's Alexa Bliss and Jordynne Grace versus the Decay. Bliss and Rosemary, the smaller one of their team, starting it off. Right hook from Bliss. Rosemary grabs her, and Rosemary pops her up for a double arm choke slam. Grabs the leg and kicks out the knee. I apologize if you hear my stomach growling. I forgot to eat this morning. As now Rosemary gets her up to her feet, goes for a right hook. Bliss counters. Alexa Bliss with a forearm. And now Bliss gets Rosemary back up to her feet. Bliss grabs onto Rosemary now, and Alexa Bliss throws her in the corner. Tag made. Jordynne Grace is in. And Jordynne Grace, with a clothesline, knocks her down. First baseball slide ends up hitting her face in the turnbuckle. Rosemary using her speed to her advantage there. And now Rosemary grabs Grace, comes off the ropes. Rosemary, drop kick. Jordynne Grace goes down now, and Jordynne Grace in trouble as Rosemary with a stomp to the arm. And now Rosemary picks Jordynne Grace up, and Rosemary throws Jordynne Grace across the ring. Rosemary now getting her up to her feet. Grabs onto Grace, and Rosemary with Grace, taking her towards the ropes. And throws her into the corner. Tag made to Havoc. Havoc definitely the tallest and strong, arguably strongest one in this matchup. She's got the size advantage over Jordynne Grace. She goes into a cover. But also, I mean, look at the muscles on Jordynne Grace. This woman is a specimen to behold, that's for sure. As she grabs the Knockouts champion, but Bliss knocks her back. Everyone's in the ring here. Jordynne Grace with a clothesline. I think we just answered my question. Into a cannonball senton. And now she picks her up, kicks her in the ribs. Jordynne Grace firing away. Kicks her in the ribs again. Grace grabs onto her. But Havoc goes down to one knee, and Havoc punches her in the ribs. And again, knocking her back. And now Havoc, sit out, choke bomb. Cover, but a rope break for Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace crawling towards the ropes, trying to pick herself up. But Havoc's going to get her up now, and Havoc gets her up for a choke slam. Havoc looking to end it. She tags in Rosemary. The Decay looking for a big victory as Rosemary into a cover. 1, 2, rope break. The referee managed to see it. Alexa Bliss with a drop kick to Rosemary. Makes the save. Buying some time for her tag partner. As now Jordynne Grace is down and taken down by Rosemary. Jordynne Grace now getting picked back up to her feet. Rosemary grabs onto her. Rosemary, no, Jordynne Grace, knocking her back. Jordynne Grace with some elbow strikes. Knocks her back, and Jordynne Grace grabs her. Rosemary with a knee strike. Can someone confirm for me if the heights are right here? Because I've only watched Impact a little bit. Something seems weird here. Jordynne Grace with an elbow strike. And now Jordynne Grace, elbow drop. Also, if you're going to let me know in the comments if the heights are right, please let me know what match we're talking about, because I'm going to forget in the next 5 days before this gets uploaded. As Jordynne Grace now throws Rosemary in the corner, and a clothesline takes her down. Tag made. The Knockouts champion is back in. Alexa Bliss now kicking her down. Bliss taking her down with some kicks. And tackled there by Rosemary. Rosemary now getting her back to her feet. Grabs onto Bliss. And now Alexa Bliss, the 5 feet of fury being taken towards the corner. But Bliss knocks back Rosemary. And there's a slap from Bliss. And now Alexa Bliss throws her off the ropes. And drop toe hold. Walks across the back now, does Bliss. Forearm strike. Decking her. Bliss goes for a kick. Alexa Bliss went for a drop kick. And now Bliss gets caught. Rosemary with a German. Tag made to Havoc. Look at the size difference here as Bliss with a forearm. Got her in the eye. There's a slap to the face, and Havoc grabs her now. Havoc scoops Bliss up on her shoulders, and Bliss drops with a stun gun into the corner. Bliss now knocks her back with a kick, and Alexa Bliss drop kicks the knees, taking out the knees of the big one, knocking back Havoc. I mean, look at the size of Havoc. Bliss is struggling to knock her off her feet now. Now Havoc's regained herself, and Havoc slams down the champion. Havoc now into a choke bomb to the Knockouts champion. Bliss is down, and Havoc tags Rosemary back in, and that's probably a saving grace for Bliss. No, I think the saving grace is actually her tag team partner. But anyways, now Bliss punching Rosemary in the face. She gets caught. Rosemary takes her down. Rosemary off the ropes. Drop kick to the head of Bliss. And now Rosemary gets her back up. Goes for a kick. Bliss counters. And now Alexa Bliss drop kicks her. And Bliss now insult 2, injury. And now Bliss runs towards the corner, goes up to the top, Alexa Bliss, 4, twisted, Bliss, cover, 1, 2, Havoc makes the save. Bliss with a chop block. Bliss with a chop block to Havoc. Gets Rosemary up for the twisted DDT. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Blissful Grace get the win. Just like that, Blissful Grace score the victory over the Decay. What a matchup it was, though. A brutal, hard-hitting affair from all 4 women involved. There were a couple times where I thought Decay had it won, but ultimately, Blissful Grace get the win. That was a big win for these two, though. Bliss and Grace scoring the win. A big win for these two tonight. We have one bit of action left tonight. Up next, the main event. The X Division title on the line. Chris Sabin versus the Machine Gun, Karl Anderson. It is now time for the main event, ladies and gentlemen. The X Division Championship on the line. As here comes the challenger representing Bullet Club, Machine Gun Karl Anderson making his way to the ring. Karl Anderson looking to bring some gold to Bullet Club, something they've been after pretty much since their arrival to Impact Wrestling. Karl Anderson makes his way to the ring. Bullet Club currently enthralled in this rivalry with Johnny Impact. We'll be seeing Johnny Impact continue his Bullet Club Hunter, not trials, that's not the best way to put it, continue his Bullet Club pursuits, I guess, next week. But here comes the new Impact X Division Champion, Chris Sabin, making his way to the ring. Sabin captured the Impact X Division title in that ladder match last week at Ultimate X. Really, after seeing my first ever Ultimate X match this weekend, really wish we could have done an actual Ultimate X match. That would have been so cool. Chris Sabin making his way to the ring. I believe that, well, I was going to say the first man to hold 2 different titles in Impact, but that right belongs to Swerve Strickland. But Chris Sabin has now held the Impact Tag titles and the X Division title in LS11 Universe. And hey, if he can cash in Option C successfully, he could become Impact World Champion at some point as well. So Chris Sabin looking to put that title on the line for the first time since winning it tonight. He's got a tall task ahead of him with Karl Anderson, though. So Chris Sabin makes his way to the ring. Of course, Sabin's had a few run-ins with the Bullet Club already since Impact Universe started. He faced off with Jay White not long ago. Helped Jeff Hardy when he was around, trying to fight them off a few times. But the X Division title is up for grabs. Karl Anderson versus Chris Sabin. Here we go. Anderson goes for a running strike. There's Chris Sabin grabs him. Chris Sabin suplexes him and takes him down. Now Sabin. Oh, went for a shooting star. Karl Anderson takes him down now. Karl Anderson, no. Oh, a big punch from Sabin. And now Sabin gets Anderson back up to his feet, goes for a chop, Anderson knocking him back. Karl Anderson firing away, knocks him back. Karl Anderson throws him into the corner. And an uppercut. Throws him across the ring, chop block. Karl Anderson now getting Sabin back up to his feet. There's a right hand, Karl Anderson knocking back Sabin. Karl Anderson knocks him back, discus forearm attempt. Sabin staggered too far back. And now Sabin, double underhook. Grabs Anderson, Tiger Bomb, takes him down. Now Sabin up to the top rope. Chris Sabin has Karl Anderson down. Chris Sabin looking him up the top for a whoa! Went for a crossbody. Oh, went for an elbow drop. Did Karl Anderson? And now Sabin grabs Anderson, forearm strike, knocks him down. And now Sabin getting Anderson up to his feet. Chris Sabin with a kick. Knocks back Anderson now, and Sabin pulls him in. Double underhook. And Tiger Bomb connects again. Anderson goes down. Chris Sabin grabs him. And now Sabin with a gut-wrench suplex to Karl Anderson. There's a kick from Sabin to Anderson. Sabin up to the top rope. Chris Sabin. Swanton Bomb. Anderson is down now, and Sabin into a cover on the machine gun. One kick out from Anderson. Karl Anderson's down now. Sabin getting him up to his feet. Chris Sabin. Oh, a running kick to Anderson. Now Chris Sabin getting fired up as Anderson back to his feet. Karl Anderson with an uppercut. Now Karl Anderson with an elbow to the head. Anderson's got him down now. Karl Anderson kicking him down, kicks him in the back. Sabin back to his feet. There's a kick from Sabin. Now Chris Sabin into a back body drop to Anderson. Chris Sabin now a kick to the back. Anderson goes down. Sabin into the corner, going up the top. Karl Anderson in trouble. Chris Sabin. Swanton. Cover. 1, 2. Karl Anderson kicks out. Chris Sabin gets him up now, and Sabin goes for a kick. Anderson counters. Anderson puts him in the ropes now, and Karl Anderson sends him off the ropes. Ducks him. Anderson hits the ropes, and pow! Clothesline turns him inside out. Anderson now getting Sabin back up to his feet, and Karl Anderson pulls Sabin in for a German suplex. And another. Anderson hanging tight for a third. German suplex connects into an elbow to the back. And now there's a slap from Karl Anderson, and now Chris Sabin. Sabin looking for cradle shock. Anderson counters. Anderson, oh, gets kicked in the air. And now Sabin going for cradle shock again. Anderson knocking him back with a right hook, and again Karl Anderson knocks him back, and Anderson gets caught with a right hook. Sabin, no. Anderson counters. Karl Anderson, oh, gets caught now. Sabin throws him in the corner. Chris Sabin grabs Karl Anderson and turns him around. Sabin, Anderson out of the way. Anderson knocks Sabin back. Now Karl Anderson with Chris Sabin off the ropes. Oh, drops him. And now Karl Anderson went for a running clothesline. Sabin countered. And now Sabin, forearm strike, takes down Anderson. Chris Sabin grabs Karl Anderson, gets him up now, and Sabin, ripcord knee. Standing shooting star. Chris Sabin's got him down now, and Sabin grabs the arm, stomps the back, and again, Karl Anderson in trouble. There's a kick, and Sabin ties up the arm. Chris Sabin bending back the arm of Karl Anderson. Chris Sabin, knees to the back. And now Sabin again, gonna look for another ripcord knee. Karl Anderson is down. Rope break, though, is gonna save the machine gun. Anderson gets back up to his feet, countered. Sabin knocked back by Anderson. And now Karl Anderson grabs him. Karl Anderson with Chris Sabin, pops him up. Oh, Anderson takes him down. Oh, but countered by into the ropes goes Sabin. Karl Anderson gets him back up to his feet now, and Karl Anderson, right hand, went for a running clothesline. Anderson had that crossface locked in now, and Sabin gets him up. Sabin, cradle shock. 1, 2, 3. Chris Sabin retains the X Division title. Just like that, Chris Sabin keeps the X Division title. Karl Anderson tried as he might. Chris Sabin keeps the title in his arms tonight. Your winner and still the X Division champion, Chris Sabin. That's a big win for Sabin in our main event. Thank you all for watching tonight. Until next time, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.